Hello, my beautiful inner lovers. Thank you for tuning in to Awakening with Katina Love. Self love and self care is really trending now. So, in case you haven't heard, loving yourself is the thing to do. So, I'm going to give you my definition of self love. And self love is the ability to love oneself unconditionally without judgment, ideally. This is a journey. And it's also where you hold yourself solely responsible for loving yourself, for loving you. So you are the person who's responsible for the love that you receive. Okay? So it's not our job to hold somebody else responsible out there for loving us. It's our job to love ourselves. It's an inner job, it's inner work. And guess what? It's a journey. It's absolutely a journey. And I'm going to tell you, once you get this thing down packed, when you get this self-love thing going on, guess what? Your life will be full of so much joy. You eliminate heartache, you eliminate stress and all of that because we're not holding our spouse or our significant other, our kids, our coworkers or neighbors or whoever that is. We're not holding other people responsible for loving us because love is an inside job. And guess what? Love is beautiful to receive from other people. But guess what? That's an added bonus. And guess what? We are the ones who are responsible for loving ourselves. Okay? Everything, all the other love we receive out there, is just extra, 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 right? And so it's just those people reflecting that love back to us. But I'm going to tell you, it's time to let people off the hook of loving us and thinking that someone else is there to please us. So, okay. So I'm just going to talk to you about self love. This is going to be really fun. And I'm just going to go ahead and start and share with you what's worked for me. So the first thing you want to do when it comes to loving yourself more is to be more, just be kinder and gentler to yourself. How do you treat yourself? Because how you treat yourself is how you teach other people how to treat you, right? So just begin to embrace, even right now, just give yourself a hug and just say, I love you. I love you. I love you. And if that's too hard to do, just think of some things that you love about yourself. I love my hair. I love my nails. I love my feet. Like me, I love my feet because I have the most beautiful feet, sandals. I love to wear sandals. And I don't even have to have polish on. I just love my feet. So that's a starting point for you. Maybe you have good hair. Whatever whatever is that one thing that you can find that you love and adore about yourself, focus on that first. Focus on that first. And then move around to saying affirmations like, I love you. I love myself. I respect myself. I honor who I am. I stand up for myself. I love me. Whatever resonates with you, but start somewhere. The next thing you can do is you can, think about your diet. How do you eat? Are you conscious of the foods that you eat and the beverages that you drink? Do you plan your meals ahead of time? That's another way to incorporate self love. Are you in tune with yourself? Are you following your intuition? Because intuition is part of you and part of who you are. So, another way to love yourself is to tune in to yourself. Give yourself that me time. Give yourself time to meditate and to reflect on who you are as a person, and then incorporate self-love that way. Another thing you can do is to meditate. I already said that, but let me go to the next one. You know what? Massaging your feet. How does it feel when you get your feet massaged? But I'm not talking about somebody else. I'm talking about you massaging your own feet. Because again, it's not somebody else's job to massage your feet. Now, it's fine to go to the spa and go, pay to have your feet massaged. But if you're waiting on a mate or a partner, your significant other, whether that's your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whoever that is, that man or woman in your life, waiting on them to massage your feet, that's not necessary. Go ahead and Start massaging your own feet. Give yourself that self-love and self-care. It just feels so good to massage your own feet and to just touch yourself and just love on yourself, because you're responsible for that, not the other person. Now, another thing you can do is to treat yourself to something nice. When was the last time that you've gone out and you've bought a nice dress or even a suit, or it's summertime now, a short outfit, When was the last time you treated yourself to something really nice, or even some flowers, right? Or even a nice meal out to dinner? Because guess what? It's okay. You can take yourself out. You don't have to wait on the other person. The next thing you can do is you can go out in nature for a walk. And, nature is such a soothing and loving place to be, just to kind of tune in with the trees and the flowers. And, as you walk through your neighborhood, or a nice park, those are self-love. That's a good way to love on yourself. And I'm going to give you another way, a really big one to love on yourself. And that is learning to set boundaries and learning to say no to people when you've already extended yourself. You know, we as spiritual beings having a human experience, I find that a lot of people have this issue, have this problem of saying yes. Yes to this person, yes to that organization, yes to working overtime for this coworker, or yes for this, yes for that. Our kids, maybe it's time for you to set some boundaries and come up with a schedule and just kind of write out what you're willing to do for other people and when you're willing to do that, because it comes a time where you really just have to honor who you are. A lot of us weren't taught that. We're taught to be people pleasers. We're taught to be a yes person and to just please the other person or sacrifice ourselves in order to honor other people and their requests. When the real truth is, you really need to start honoring yourself. So there you go. Start with setting boundaries with people. Now, another thing you can do to incorporate more self-love is to drink more water. Something as simple as drinking water. Water is so good for our health and well-being. So good, so good. Another thing you can do is you can actually get a pet, whether that's a dog, a cat, or a bird, or a fish. Because, pets are here for a reason. They're here to help us, to be our companions, to help us through this journey called life. And so pets are very unconditional when it comes to love, even though we're not going to hold them responsible for loving us. But they kind of help us to de-stress and to just kind of reflect to us what love is, especially dogs, because dogs are so um, non-judgmental. All pets are non-judgmental, but dogs especially are really, really good companions because they always love you and they're always happy to see you. A cat, on the other hand, they kind of come around when they feel like it, depending on the cat. But I mean, I actually love cats. They're loving too. But dogs, they will greet you at the door and they'll be so happy to see you and just full of that good energy. But anyway, those are some other ideas for you. And another thing you can do to incorporate more self-love is to listen to uplifting music, music that actually feeds your soul, music with good lyrics, positive, high vibrational uh, lyrics that actually um, embrace the human experience, enhances the human experience. Or you can listen to inspirational, nonverbal music without the lyrics. I already talked about buying yourself some flowers. And lastly, the last thing you can do is to read a book that feeds your soul. I'm not talking about a novel. I'm not talking about drama. I'm talking about a self-help book, because self-help has helped me on my journey. I've read a lot of self-help books to help me to love myself more. I actually have a book. It's called Awaken to Self-Love, and it's on Amazon. And you can actually download the book. Just go to Amazon.com. I have it in a paperback and in the not only the paperback, but in the Kindle version as well. So if you are um, embracing what I've already talked about and you're ready to take that next step forward, go ahead and visit Amazon.com and not Google, type in on Amazon, Awaken to Self Love, Katina Love, and just kind of read my preview about my book and see if that resonates with you. I also offer a course called Awaken to Self Love. Awaken to Self Love will help you to really tune into self love. I'll be your coach. It's a 13-week course. So it's a course where I give you homework and you also meet with me every week via in person or on the internet. And I help you on your journey to self love. So if you're interested in that, you can visit my website at katinalove.com. Thanks for tuning in to Awakening with Katina Love. Namaste.